Oh, maybe it's the internet that's not working. Let's see. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Raphael's Insights. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I welcome you into the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful, you guys. Hopefully the internet's doing fairly good. I don't know if it is. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social medias. Make sure you guys follow me on all my platforms. Can you guys see me good? Is it a good feed? Do I look clear? Do I look rough? Is it cutting out? Hola Marisa. Hi Lydia. Hi Betty. Hi Ashley. Hi Leslie. Can you guys see me good? I'm doing well, Esther. Thank you so much for asking. Today I'm gonna do all three platforms. I'm gonna do YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Alexandra, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do prediction on the Dream Act. Thank you so much for letting me know if you guys are seeing me clear, because I wasn't so sure about that. But today I'm gonna do something different, you guys. I'm not gonna allow any form of payments, any form of tips, because that's what it is. It's more of tips, you guys. It's not necessarily payment. But I'm not gonna allow any payments. I'm gonna go on TikTok. I'm not gonna allow any payments, any sort of tips. I'm also gonna be on Instagram. I'm gonna be on for a little bit, not too long, but today I want to do it a little bit different and just not worry so much about getting picked, because it's not. I want to be fair to those who don't have the funds to be able to do that. So definitely today is going to be a special day. I'm going to go on all of them. No tips, allowing no tips. But somebody asked me make a prediction for the Dream Act. Let's see. So today I do want to use this deck. This deck is like, I think I've already talked to you guys about it. This deck was my first one that I ever got. I really love the back. Although it looks like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it's still one of my favorite decks. Definitely one of my favorite decks. But definitely let's see. For the predictions for the Dream Act, I'm definitely gonna go with these though for now. Let's see what's gonna happen with the Dream Act. What's gonna happen with the Dream Act. Okay, we'll move on to the questions right now. So what's going to happen with the Dream Act? The Dream Act is looking very promising. Again, you do have the Sun. The Sun is always going to be that card of 100%. It's going to go through. The only thing is the Sun is also that energy of it can be something that's not necessarily as like, what's that word? Let me reel it back a little bit. The Sun it's a 100% yes, but sometimes it can also be not as what we thought, not what we planned, not what we thought it was going to come out, but it's still a 100% yes. The Dream Act is going to be passing. I do see it passing. I've already said it. There's going to be a bunch of bills that come out that's going to help immigration. And the Dream Act is one of them. So I do see it passing. The only thing that I see is a little bit of revision, a little bit of difficulties for it to pass, but this card right here tells me that 100% yes, it is going to pass. What I really saw is that it's going to begin moving. It begins moving this month, and it's going to take time. We probably won't see or hear anything about it. We'll probably hear about it before the month ends, but we actually won't see any progress with it. Most likely till around June, because June is really where all those bills are going to begin to give. All those like immigration bills are going to begin to give. June, July. So that's also there. But I do see the Dream Act passing or something similar to it passing. That is still going to help the dreamers. You guys, I do have a vision. I did have a beautiful message. And it did come from God. It was a very divine message, and it's very divine, but it's very sad as well. And I do want to give it to you guys before, and I probably will talk about it in my predictions video as well, which I do still have to film. I know I've kind of been MIA with part 2, but it's been really difficult for me to film. But yesterday, 2 days ago, I had a vision, and in this vision, I was watching an angel and a demon, or the devil, going at it. You could say Lucifer, the fallen angel. They were going at it, right? I was watching them go at it, and for a moment there, I was the one that was the angel, and I was the one that was attacking the devil, Satan, or the Satan, as I think the Bible refers to, is the Satan more as a title. But I was watching this. In a way, I was watching it, but I was also participating. And in that whole time, it was like the devil and this angel were fighting. The devil and this angel were going at it, and at one point, that angel grabs the devil by the throat, and that angel becomes God. And it's so sad to me what God said. It's so sad to me what God said, and I do have to tell you guys, he grabbed the angel, right? The angel grabbed the devil, the demon, by the throat, and he said, I do this because I love you. I do this because I care about you. Says it is it, and then he proceeded to say, it is sad to me. He said, you guys do not know how much I'm mourning, how sad, how how much it hurts my spirit that humanity is turning their backs on me. They're allowing the demons, the devils, to take control of humanity. God told me that he is mourning, and that he is very sad, and that he is very, very, very sad that everyone has turned their backs on him, that he wants to give love to the world. He wants to give love to everybody, but everybody has turned their backs. And the thing that really kind of like blew my mind was when he grabbed that demon by the throat, that devil by the throat, and he said, I do this because I love you. I love you so much that I do this for you. And it was it was just like this very intense vision, but it was also this very intense message. And what he wants me to say is that God is very sad and very, very, he's hurting. He's mourning, is what you want to say. He's mourning, and he's very sad of how humanity has turned their backs on him, and how humanity makes fun of him, how everyone makes fun of him. And what I will tell you is that the prophets will be coming back. The true prophets will be coming back. And that was one thing that I also have to tell you. God also said that his prophets will be revealed very soon. And a thing that's really interesting to me is that I've never read the Bible, and it's really interesting that, in like that, I've kind of been looking at this YouTube account that kind of speaks about the Bible, kind of talks about the stories a little bit more. And the fact that I had that vision and that dream, and that like that moment of like watching all that, it reminded me of something that I saw just yesterday. And yesterday I was watching this story from the Bible. It's kind of like these people that explain the Bible, and they were saying that God, every time God is mourning, he causes natural disasters. He causes a bunch of things to happen, plagues. It's like every time God is sad, and every time God is let down by humanity, he attacks humanity in a way, but it's also out of love. It's like, it's hard to explain what I understand it, but it's hard to explain. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It's like he does what he does because he loves us so much, and we're the ones that are turning our backs to him. And we see it all the time on TikTok. We see it all the time in the world. The world has completely turned their backs on the divine, and not just God as in the one God. It's like anything that's beyond the universe. It's like there's a lot of people that don't believe in anything. There's a lot of people that don't believe in the divine. There's a lot of people that don't believe in there is a God, or there is something beyond here. People just make fun of all that. The angels, they make fun of the angels. They make fun of God. They make fun of gods in general. It's like we've gotten to a place where I have to say what he said. He said, I am so sad that I love you guys so much. He said, I'm so sad that I love the world, the humanity so much, and everyone has turned their backs on me. But until humanity realizes that they're letting the devils come into their lives, they're letting the demons come into their lives. And one thing that he said was that behind every bad person, behind every anger, behind every pain, behind every death, behind every killer, behind every terrorist, behind every tyrant, there is a demon behind them. And he said, it's so sad that everybody is allowing these demons to take control of them. I'm losing humanity to the demons and the devils. And he says, but it's so sad that I have to do what I have to do. He said, it's sad that I have to continue causing these natural disasters. I have to continue attacking humanity. He said COVID-19 will end, but what's coming is going to be much worse. And it's climate. It's climate is really what he's talking about. It's climate. It's more of like the natural disasters that we're going to continue seeing, because things are going to get worse. People continue to turn their backs on him, and just like how in Noah's Ark, the reason he did that is because he was mourning. He was so sad, and he was so sad that humanity completely became this horrible, disgusting race, and he had to start all over. And that's really where we're at. That's where we're in apocalyptic times. We're living these apocalyptic times, but as we can see, so many people around the world has just turned their backs on the belief of there being something good beyond here. And that's really what I had to share with you guys. I'm not really someone who reads the Bible. I'm not really someone who's ever read the Bible, but I have taken an interest in looking into this stuff, because I was talking to someone, I was telling them how I became who I became, and this person started telling me, you're pretty much a prophet. And I was kind of like, I don't really consider myself a prophet, but I see what they mean, because when God first appeared to me, I didn't know this, but when God first appeared to me, the sensation that I got first, it was like if I was standing before like a fire, right? And I was standing before this really, really hot energy, and it was so hot that it made my whole body warm up, and that it turned my skin red from how hot I got. I felt like I had such a high fever, but I wasn't in pain. And I didn't understand, because I've never read the Bible. I've never really been all about the Bible and the angels and the divine and all that. I've really I was Catholic, but I never really understood everything. And it's so crazy to me that in the Bible, when God has appeared, he has appeared as this fire, this really strong energy, this very intense energy that people cannot like really understand. There's been times where he appeared and he told one of his prophets, no, don't get near me. You will burn if you get close to me. And I understand why, and I understand what he meant by that. But when God appeared to me, I remember the first thing I felt was a heat wave. I remember I just felt like this wave, the whole room heated up like unimaginably explainable. It's like it was so unexplainable that the whole room heated up, and I started getting very hot. And it wasn't till he started speaking that I understood who he was. And the first thing he said, and I've said it multiple times, was, my son, I came down from my kingdom to speak to you, and so on. And we had the conversation that we had. But it's really interested me to learn a little bit about the Bible, because it seems like a lot of the things that have happened to me are things that have happened to prophets and things that have happened to people in the Bible that I didn't even know. And it's actually someone who pointed it out to me when I was telling them my story, that knows the Bible by like the back of their hand. That was like, you're like, this literally kind of goes with like the Bible, like the same way. And I was kind of like in shock, because I've never read the Bible. So it was kind of like where I really wanted to talk about. But anyways, you guys, let's get on with the questions. Let's continue let's continue with the questions. Predictions wise, what do I have for you? Predictions for not necessarily like what's going to happen in the next few days or anything like that. Well, violence is going to continue. I had already told you that the devil was very, very powerful in this month. Remember, I told you that this month was going to be ruled by the devil, and it was going to be a constant battle. We've seen nothing but violence. We've seen nothing but disgusting energy and disgusting situations, mass shootings, people killing their kids. We had like a ton of mass shootings, hate crimes. I had already told you the devil was going to rule in this month, and the death is going to rule very, very intensely. But predictions that I have for you: rulers are going to continue to be removed. The queen. I have to tell you that the queen does not last much longer. She'll maybe last, I would say, maybe 3 to 5 years. I think 5 years will be probably a little bit too much. I think 3 years will be would be enough. Maybe even sooner, but she does not last much longer. She will be passing away. William will be rising to power very soon. Nicolas Maduro will have a heart attack or some sort of heart problems or health issue that's going to make him pass away. And that's really what I see. I don't really see Nicolas Maduro. When I keep seeing Nicolas Maduro, I keep seeing him with like a heart attack or a heart issue, heart failure, something like that. But there's a lot of radical change, and there's a lot of change that's coming to the world. There's some very dark people that are in power that are removing every single world leader. It's not a coincidence that we continue to see all these world leaders just continue to pass away, or these very, very high in power people, political people, or high in power people that continue to pass away. But that was just what I had to talk about. What else do I have for you? The law of immigration is going to be coming out soon as well. That's something else that I do see. I see it struggling a little bit, but I do see it passing. I do see that still coming out. The borders opening up. COVID-19, although it seems like we're just back and forth with it, we are going to come out of it. That's not a question of if, ands, or but. But another thing that I have is plagues. Remember, I told you in the beginning of the year that this year was going to be about plagues. That the four horsemen of the apocalypse are very present. War is very present. Famine is very present. I just saw that in, I think it was in North Korea. In North Korea, they're dealing with hunger issues, and they're telling Kim Jong-un to let go of his weapons in order for them to get help from the rest of the world, and he doesn't want to. And they're having famine issues. It's like there's so many different things that are going on, and one thing that God did tell me is says that the plagues will continue. We move away from sickness, but there's another plague that will hit, and that's what the COVID-19 thing is. It's a plague. It's more of like something that is being sent as, in a way, as a punishment, and it's sad, but it is what it is. But at the same time, the devil and the demons are running very strong because people have allowed them to just come straight into power. Now, I had already said the Lil Nas thing. The Lil Nas thing that happened wasn't a coincidence. It nothing in spirituality is a coincidence. But I know I'm like over here ranting again, and I said I was only going to be on here for a little bit. Y ya me pasé. Natalie Santiago. I also had a dream where a tsunami was coming, but the waves went around the house I'm in with my family. What does that mean? So dreams are normally like they're normal. Oh, I have the wrong deck. I said I was going to use this one. Oh. Dreams are normally the opposite. Dreams are normally the opposite of what is actually happening. So I'm gonna pull out some cards to see what the cards say, but I'm also using my beautiful old deck. But in a way, this is a vision, because one of the things that I have, it says it's a message. It's not necessarily a spiritual meaning. It's more of a message. It's more of a message of tsunami. That's something that's also there. A massive flood. Massive flood is also something that's coming. And we've seen it in Australia. We've seen it in other places, but it's still not over. It's like the massive flood that I'm seeing. It's literally happening simultaneously everywhere. And that's what it's just saying that there's more water issues coming up. It's like, it's really just more of a sign. It's more of a symbolic message of water problems. In a way, it's also telling you that you're going to be safe because you do have this divine light above you. And it says that you have this massive catastrophe coming your way, but your family is being saved. And that's another thing that dream tells you. Ya me pasé. I know. I took such a long time. I talked too much, and I didn't even realize that I talked so much until now that I've realized what I was that I looked at the time. Okay. Lara, I don't want to read the date of birth, but Lara assuming you're asking, will you talk to your soulmate soon? Let's see. Okay. You do have a lot of strong energy when it comes to this question. Continues to flip my cards. Okay. We talk to your soulmate soon. You have the nine of these are a little bit different, you guys. These don't really have images, and this is something that I really wanted to get away from, like get away from just relying on images to predict, to talk about things, and these are a little bit different. So will you talk to your soulmate soon? I do see you talking to your soulmate. It does, you do have the energy. You have a lot of luck when it comes to that. You do have a lot of coins, a lot of the pentacles. You do have the 9 of pentacles. You have the 2 of pentacles, and you have the 4 of pentacles. The 4 of pentacles is a situation that's stuck. It's more of like the past. This one represents the past. This one represents the present, and then this one represents not the present. This represents a question, and this represents the present. So the 2 of pentacles does say that balance to this situation is coming. So yes, I do see you talking to your soulmate soon. Let's see what else comes out for you. Yeah, it does say that you are going to be talking to your soulmate soon, and this card right here will confirm it. Amen, Esther. Amen, amen, amen. Esther Maldonado, has anyone done brujeria on my relationship / marriage? Do you see me traveling to Ciudad Juárez in the near future? Thank you, Rafael. Dios te siga bendiciendo. Amen, 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 igualmente. Let's see. So we'll go with the first one. Has anyone ever done brujeria on your marriage or your relationship? The only thing I don't like about these cards, you guys, they're so much thicker than these. These are so thin compared to these. It's like easier to maneuver those than these. But let's see. Has anyone ever done brujeria to your marriage? So I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna lay out a few cards. Okay. I always like to see what comes up. Okay. So has anyone ever done brujeria to your marriage? 5 of Swords. So with the 6 of Pentacles, mainly what does come up, it's more envious energy. It says that there is someone that's envy, and there is definitely let me open this up a little more. I don't normally pull out this many cards, but these are a little bit different. So it does say that not necessarily I don't really see brujeria, but I do see a lot of envy, a lot of envious energy. It says a lot of hateful energy. They could be sending something to you, but I don't really see brujeria specifically. 4 of Bastos, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, Caballeros. Yeah, I don't really see brujeria. I see it more being just a lot of envy, just someone really that didn't want you guys to be together, but I don't really see them sending you brujeria. So more of anything, it's more betrayal energy that comes up. But has anyone ever done brujeria on Esther Maldonado's relationship? We're gonna double check this. There it is. Normally, sometimes this is a thing with with brujeria, there can be hidden energy, and that's the reason why I wanted to look into this again. It does come from envious energy, but envious energy can also cause problems. So the answer to your question is, it came out in this one. It does say yes, there is some sort of brujeria there. There is some sort of destruction that was put on the relationship, and this here came out a little bit clear. Sometimes when it comes to spiritual works, there's something that can be done where, like, let's say you use a doll, you put a needle in the forehead and the two eyes, and that's to block whatever is there. And normally, if I feel like there's a block, I like to continue looking to see what comes up, and sure enough, there has been brujeria. It does say that there was definitely brujeria. You have the devil, you have the devil, and the nine of bastos, the nine of wands. The nine of wands is hidden enemy. Something was hidden, and that's why we couldn't see it at first. That's why I just felt the need. I always go with my instincts of, like, okay, if I feel like there's something still there, I'll look into it. But yes, there is definitely brujeria there, from what I can see in the second cards that we pulled out. The first ones, there was some sort of negative energy present, and it does come from envious energy, which I still wasn't really like the way it came up. I really didn't like it, so that's why I wanted to look into it again. But definitely, there definitely was brujeria there. There's definitely some sort of brujeria that was done to your marriage and to your relationship. You said, do you see me traveling to Ciudad Juarez in the near future? Let's see. Let's see. So in the near future, I want to say I don't see you traveling to Ciudad Juarez, because I don't see it being till next year. I see you trying, but I see a lot of obstacles. More of like let down, like you try, but it doesn't really happen. But I see it happening more towards next year, because 2022 keeps coming to mind, and even then, like when I first looked into it, it's the first thing that they said was next year. Yeah, there's an obstacle when it comes to trying to go in the near future. It doesn't come up till next year. Come on. Okay. Here we go. Where is that message? There was one that I just saw and it's like completely reloaded. Now I don't see it. Okay. So this I'd rather go with these cards over here, just because this I do need to see every single image to be able to tell you. Brenda Sandoval. Brenda Sandoval, why did you dream about your uncle who passed away wake up from his coffin? What it is, whenever you dream about a past loved one, or when you dream with someone who's passed on, it doesn't. One, that right there tells me that he still looks like he doesn't believe he's dead. So that's one thing that does come forward from that dream. But at the same time, whenever you dream about past loved ones, it's always going to mean that they visited you. It's never symbolic. It's more literal. They're visiting you. Anytime you dream about demons, God, the angels, spirits, it's always going to be literal. It's not going to be symbolic. But this is the one that I was wanting to look into. Let's see. Just wondering if my boyfriend will wake from his coma. His name is Joel Ponce. His birthday is okay. So is Joel Ponce going to wake up from his coma? So from what I see here, right away, it's definitely, I really wanted to look into this with these cards, with all the images, because the images are what spark visions in these specific tarot cards. From what I see here is, yes, I do see him waking up. He has the sun. The sun is that card of 100% yes. No matter what you ask, it's always going to be 100% yes. So yes, I do see him waking up. Give it time is really what it's saying. It says give it time. It's going to take time. But it does say that he's going to be waking up. And it does look like he's waking up soon as well. It's like he's waking up within the next, I would say within the next 3 months, he's going to wake up. Probably within the next 3 months, but it can be sooner than that. But I do see him waking up. Let me see. Make sure you guys all like the video. You guys, thank you so much for watching me. Thank you so much for following me. I always say, oh, I'm going to get on for a little bit. Y ya me paso, you know. Okay. Alisa Garcia, will my spirit guide me into financial freedom so I can quit this toxic job? Let's see. Let's see what comes up. Okay. So the first thing that comes up is overthinking the situation. You do have losing sleep, stressful, overthinking. You do have, the answer is yes right away. You do have the what is that? The Eight of Swords. You do have the Eight of Swords. It's showing you stuck still, but there is an opportunity that does come forward later on. You do have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is going to be that card of opportunity, that card of balance, that card of a deal, a new opportunity coming into your life, new deals coming into your life in that sense. But right now it does show you still being stuck, but you are being guided. You are being taken to a better opportunity. Yeah. You are going to be guided to a new job. So everything happens for a reason. Whenever you feel the need that to leave something, if there's a new opportunity that comes forward, I wouldn't hesitate so much. Sometimes those negative jobs can keep you there because it seems it's negative to you, but it seems promising just because it's a payment, it's a paycheck, and sometimes we get stuck to those thoughts and we just are too scared to walk away and find something else. But yes, there is definitely another opportunity that's going to be coming forward. Okay. Antonio Sustaita, general reading, work, financial stability. So let's see, work. Okay. So work-wise, you do have you right away do have a lot of overthinking when it comes to work. You do have celebration when it comes to work, so you do have new opportunities. You do have promotions because you do have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands right here is it's that card of promotion. It's that card of success, luck. You also have the Moon, and the Moon is the one that's kind of like dominating your entire question. The Moon is that card of overthinking. Um, it's that card of thinking things that you shouldn't be thinking. Let's see. And you do have like decisions in your past as well. So you do have hard decisions as well. So more of like new job opportunities, promotions, new positions that are going to keep be coming forward. But you do have celebration. So whatever you're waiting on or whatever change you're expecting, it does say that you are going to be getting that because you do have this card here. That the Three of Cups is that card of celebration. It's also the card of having three archangels or having three divine beings, three spirits that are helping you in your situation, and that's another thing that does come up. But you do have promotion, you do have new job opportunities, and you do have growth when it comes to work wise. You also have change as well. So, and you have a lot of luck when it comes to work. Now, financial stability. Let's see what comes up for financial stability. Okay. So financial stability, the first thing that came out was the Devil. The Devil is not really a good card because the devil right now, what it's saying that you do have a lot of negative energy around you, and that's the same thing what the Moon was saying as well. You do have a lot of negative energy around you, and that's one thing that it does warn you. It does warn you from those negative energies. But here it does say that you have the Sun. The Sun is a card of prosperity, abundance. It does say that you have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles as well. It's a card of change. It's a card of coming out of problems. So you do have the Devil that's really, really significant in your past. And it does say that you're surrounded by a lot of negative energy, but financial stability is there in your present. And it says that you will be holding it soon. You do have the four, no, that's just the Six of, I'm having a dyslexic moment, you guys. The Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords just talk about thinking things that you shouldn't be thinking. It's one of your problems is thinking things that you shouldn't be thinking. It's like you're being influenced by these negative energies to try to sabotage yourself, and that's one thing that does come up for you. But you do have financial stability, and you do have change to your finances in a positive way. Nancy Vargas, my husband has been feeling really sick, and the doctors can't find anything wrong. Is he okay? Let's see. What's going on with Nancy Vargas' husband's health? These cards are so hard to shuffle. I probably am going to I'm going to open this a little bit more, see what else comes up. So for this, we're going to look at him with these cards. I need to see the images. What's going on with Nancy Vargas' husband's health? Which, I mean, I already know what it is. It's just todo para show, you know. It's like I just want to confirm what it is, and I wanted to see that it came out. It came out in this deck, but I really wanted to see it in this one, and it comes out clear as day. There is something wrong with him. It does say that it's spiritual. Normally, when the doctors can't find something, some sort of a health issue, it's because there's some sort of spiritual block. Normally, it says that because there's something there. It's also hidden that the doctors won't be able to find what it is, and it just continues to deteriorate the person's health. What I do recommend is some sort of cleanses, some sort of work to get rid of this negative energy. But there is a health issue. It's just blocked by the spiritual energy. Okay. We'll move on to the next one. Let me just through my cards real quick. Okay. Yeah. So one thing that did come up over here that didn't come up in the other one is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is talking about his heart, but it's not necessarily representing his heart as in he could have heart conditions, he could have heart issues, but it's representing more of like a heart that has knives jabbed into it, or a doll that has knives jabbed into it, and that right there tells me that yes, there is some sort of spiritual work that's causing his sickness. You said general reading. One thing that I will tell you, it's funny because now it comes out here. It says it literally just came out in your general reading. Literally, brujeria just came out. In your past, in your general reading, it does say that there's brujeria, but it's targeting him, and that's why he's the one that's dealing with that. But one thing that I will tell you is that it can affect you too. It is an energy that can definitely affect the spouse, the wife, the husband. Whatever's done to one is done to the other, and that's one thing that I do tell you. But it does say that in your general reading, you do have a lot of negative energy with the Tower, a lot of destruction, and a lot of, mainly it's just health issues that continue to come up. But it's not really targeting you, but it will affect you eventually. It will cause blockages for you. Okay, you guys. I am gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna move to I'm gonna try to do TikTok because you guys already know that I always have trouble getting on TikTok. But I'm gonna try to do TikTok, and then I'm gonna go on Instagram. I'm gonna turn off the payments for the tips for TikTok, and I'm gonna just go full on just random. But let's see, one more. Okay, Alma Garcia. Let's see, Alma Garcia, general reading. Let's see what comes up for you. So for the general reading, I think we're gonna just do a quick like present. Let's see, present. Well, you do have right away the double. That's not good. The Three of Swords, Ten of Cups, your future, and what you want to know. Okay. So one thing that I do notice is relationship energy. Is one thing that does come up. You do have the sun, and with the relationship energy, it does say that relationships are going to be. You have the Ten of Cups, which the Ten of Cups is satisfied, happy. It's going to be one of those things that it's like it's really you have the sun, so it's like pretty much happiness, success, um, growth in family relationships, committed relationships, and things like that is there for you. But let's start with the present. The present, you have this card right here right away. This card right here talks about catastrophes, talks about problems, talks about in a tough situation or dealing with tough situations. You have the Three of Swords in your past, and the Three of Swords talks about raptures, talks about deceptions, lies. But mainly, the one thing that I am seeing is more health issue for you. And I have to say, the Three of Swords talks about heart problems, so that's something else that does come in. Could be relationship. It could definitely be relationship energy because you do have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is talking about relationship, family wise. It does talk about a lot of deception when it comes to your relationship as well. But another thing, the first thing that caught my eye is a heart issue, not necessarily emotional, but more like heart issue, health wise. Um, Another thing that caught my eye is it does say that there's a lot of like deception, lack of communication in a relationship or relationships. So that's another thing that does come up. But in your immediate future, you do have the Magician. The Magician talks about moving forward from obstacles and a situation getting better. The obstacle that you're in, the obstacles that you're going through, whether it's relationship wise or whatever obstacles you have, it does talk about it getting better. You have the of Wands. The Eight of Wands is the Eight of Wands is kind of progress, and then you have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is not to focus so much on what has happened. It's like moving forward from that. It's like moving forward from what has happened and continue to see that things are going to get better. And so you do have that, and then you have the Eight of Cups down here. And again, it's another thing. It's like moving forward. It's another thing that says the obstacles, the raptures, the problems that you've had in past relationships or relationships, traumas, and things that you've kept to yourself, the pain that you have, the heartache that you have. Um, it does say that you're going to be moving past this and you're going to be feeling very happy. In the bottom question, what you want to know, it says that what I understand from these three cards right here, it says that you're wanting to know if you're going to be able to be happy. You're wanting to know if you're going to be able to um, move on or progress, or you're going to be happy. And it does say you are going to be happy. These three cards here said that you're going to be feeling very happy. You're going to be moving forward from that negative energy. You're going to be moving forward from that obstacle, that catastrophe, that rapture, that pain that you hold on to. You're going to be moving forward from that. It says you're going to be starting a new path. You're going to be starting in a new way. And then you have the Sun, which is happiness. But one thing that does come up for you is mainly it's like relationship energy and also health issues. You guys, I have been on here for a long time, and I always try not to get on for too long. So I am going to be getting off, you guys. I'm going to try to get on TikTok right about as soon as I get off. And I'll see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you so much for following me. Oh, I do have one more thing. So I do need your help. Since I have you guys here, I do need your help. So I want to do predictions for famous people. But my problem is like I don't know who to talk about. Like I don't know. Like right now, I do want to talk about Jeffree Star and because he had that accident. Is he going to recover? Is he going to get better? But I just don't know who to talk about. It's like that's one thing that I always struggle with. It's like I don't know who to talk about. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I've thought about it multiple times, but I just don't know who to talk about. But right now I am gonna film a video on Jeffree Star, like what's coming to him. Jenny Rivera, that's definitely a good one. That's definitely a good one. I was a Jenny Rivera fan. My family loves Jenny Rivera. Tiger Woods, definitely. So yeah, I am thinking of talking about Jeffree Star because of the accident that he had. I am thinking of talking about James Charles because he does look like he's going to be in a legal situation that he just cannot escape. David Dobrik, I think I've talked about him, but I just don't know who like. I think that's a good thing. It's like talk about those the celebrities who are in tough situations, or celebrities that come to mind. I think that's what I would do. But definitely, if you guys suggest who to talk about, so it's a new feature that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it separate. I want to do it completely separate, not with the predictions videos of the future of the world. It's more of like separate. It's like its own video, its own category, and I'll start it as a playlist, so that would be separate in a different playlist. But definitely something that I'm thinking about. I something that I keep struggling with, and I keep like getting frustrated because I just don't know who to talk about, where to go. But definitely, if you guys recommend who to talk about, that's definitely who I would go with, and it's gonna be like a full on like video of me just talking about what I see for them and things like that, and just questions that come to mind. Oh, Ashley Garcia, when do I post private readings? I post them every Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Sometimes I do forget about the hour change, and I keep posting them at 11. But normally they do go up at 10 a.m. Eastern time. But Selena Gomez, yeah, that's a good one too. Selena Quintanilla, oh, I love Selena Quintanilla. Stocks. One thing that I was thinking about doing is the cryptocurrency. Which one's gonna take lead next? What's gonna happen with I don't really know what cryptocurrencies are out there. I only know Bitcoin. That's it. But that's another thing that I want to do. Just talk about things like that. And then I'll get to your reading. I'll definitely get to that. I'll try to do that tonight. Antonio, that question I'm gonna answer it in the predictions for the world. The will they forgive student debt? I'm gonna answer that in that video. But anyways, you guys, I will definitely be going on to TikTok. I'll see you guys there. Thank you so much for participating in this. And yeah, Kardashians are also a good one, Antonio. Kardashians also a good one. But I also want to do videos in Spanish, but it's also I don't really have that much time to film, and it's like little by little, you guys. I always say little by little, we'll grow little by little, we'll develop little by little. But thank you guys so much for everything. I'll see you guys next time. I'll be on TikTok. If I don't get on TikTok, that's because I couldn't get on. But I'll be on Instagram if I can't get on TikTok. But I'm definitely gonna get on TikTok as well. So I'll see you guys there. I'll see you guys on TikTok and Instagram afterwards. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for participating. And I'm gonna try to be on TikTok for about 15 minutes. I'm not trying to be on for too long, but I'll try to be on like quick. So Luis Miguel, yeah, definitely another good one. All right, you guys. I'll definitely think about it, but I think we'll start with Jeffree Star, because Jeffree Star, just because of what happened and how people treat him and all the stuff, that all the allegations and all that stuff. Like, is he going to go anywhere? Is he going to? I do see a huge rapture in his business, but I think we'll leave that for the predictions for that. But thank you guys so much for everything. I hope you guys love every single video that I put out. I always try to think how can I make something like more interesting for you guys aside from the predictions. That's something different. That's the predictions of the world. I'll keep that separate. But like little fun videos here and there is also something that I want to do for you guys. But thank you so much for everything. I'll see you guys on TikTok and follow me on all my social medias. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.